today I have the honor of having with me Dr. Arnav Kalra. He is ranked 13 in this year's June 2020 AIMS exam, and I'm really proud to say that he was a foundation student in the DAMS Jolly Grant Dam Sky Satellite Center, and he followed up with a fast track AIMS TND in the Karnal Center. So, Arnav, tell us now, how are you feeling today after getting such a great rank in the most prestigious exam in the country?
Sir, it's an amazing feeling. It's something I had never expected, and I got it. I feel really good, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for guiding me since the time I joined DAMS back in third year, and now post intern 6 months, and now I got this rank. Thank you, sir. Really, thank you so much.
And Arnav, tell us about like, when you joined us initially. You were at that time, I think, only forming the idea about the competitive exam.
Yes, sir.
So, now how was that experience at that time when you joined? When you got to know that how much competition is there and all that thing.
Sir, it was a good and it was an eye-opening experience. I was a third year student at that time, and the things which I learned at DAMS, the notes which I made at that time, they have helped me even now, 2.5 years later. And I use them for they were really practical and clinical oriented. I use them to build my concepts in these final year subjects. Then I use them to pass my final prof exams. After that, I revise them in my internship. And now finally, I use them again and I got this very good rank.
And tell us, Arnav, about your classroom experience. Like we were discussing that, how are you making your notes in the classes, and when you came to the Jolly Grant Center, it must have been a little far away from your place. You must be traveling, going to the center, and then how did you, make notes? How did you utilize the classroom experience?
Yeah, so I did my MBBS from AIMS Rishikesh. At that time, the nearest dam center was in Jolly Grant. It was approximately 30-40 kilometers away. So it used to take 1 hour to go there and attend the classes. My handwriting is not so good, so I used to make notes on my laptop. Now this helped me later because I could access the same notes on my mobile phone. They were searchable. So even now, let's say I make some mistake, I want to read that topic, I can easily search, no matter where it is, like no matter where that table is, where that piece of information is. And then so I used to get 1 hour to going to the center and 1 hour returning from the center. In that time, I used to revise those notes. And then there's a software known as Anki. I used to make flashcards out of those topics which I was taught in the class. And then later, there are some topics like many clinical MCQs are asked in the exams. So when you solve the MCQ question bank, in those you can get those stems. So like then you understand the information is asked in some context. So it is not like maybe taking an example from OBS-GYN, like if you are learning about antepartum hemorrhage. So there are two main differential diagnoses of placenta previa and abruptio placenta. So it is not like just one point is not asked. You get the whole clinical scenario that there's a lady, she's in third semester, she's bleeding. So you have to know whether it's a painful bleed, painless bleed. Based on that, you have to make a diagnosis. So I used to use the question bank and make cards from it. And then there are many factual questions. I used to make cards from them also. So this is how I try to add spaced repetition and active recall into my learning and make my learning experience better.
Were you happy that by the time you started this in third year, and I think in this year we have now taken the same space repetition concept in the DAMS decks, and we have created that concept where you can do that. How you find the card as easy, difficult, or medium, and you can plan up. Were you happy and surprised that we adapted that?
Yes, sir. I was very happy and surprised. I remember in April you released the feature, and then when I saw I thought like if I had this feature earlier, I would have used it. I would not have had to make cards. And one thing is you have to be like careful about which things are important, which things are worth making a card of, which things are not. So in this case, the DAMS faculty, they will select that and they'll make that job easier. So I'm definitely very happy with it. And the other features in eMedicos, they are also like very helpful.
Any particular teachers you remember, like when you were attending the satellite classes, you were like, this is a great class, or this is something which is making it very easy for me. Any teachers that come to your mind today from the
yes, sir. Deepti ma'am, she taught me OBS-GYN. I still use the same notes, and like except a few updates, most of them the crux of the subject remains the same. Then Sachin sir, he taught psychiatry, taught it so well, and thankfully no new DSM has come, so the DSM-5 updates, they are mostly the same. Then Arvind sir, he taught medicine, Again, the way he taught it, the way he taught the approach to a certain subject, like this kind of clinical MCQ will come, how will you approach the differential diagnosis? And Gaurav sir taught surgery. Again, like those notes, they are so crisp, and also they cover everything, like almost everything. So no matter which exam you pick up, and like whatever kind of questions they ask, you will find some or the other mention in the notes, and you will understand like how to answer the question, how to understand the explanation, things like that.
And how was your experience with the other resources on the eMedicos app? Like the previous year paper discussions are there, the video-based question, the new pattern questions. How was your experience with the DAMS question bank and the resources there?
Sir, the Medicos app is amazing. Like I used it a lot, especially in the last 6 months. I used the previous year discussions. Those discussions are really like extremely high yield, extremely golden, because in central institutes, many times the concept gets repeated, and then in the explanation they have covered it. And especially some teachers like Mamta ma'am, in the videos she tells so good mnemonics. So then you just remember it; it goes into your mind. You don't have to revise it, too much again and again. Also in eMedicos, the image-based question bank and the video-based test. So before the games exam, I gave that video-based test, and in that, almost all the subjects, all the clinical things which you could have seen, they're all like covered, and it's so good. So I was really happy with the app and the features available.
And were you happy with the AIMS capsule and the DVT that we have, created a rapid review for you?
Yes, sir, they were amazing. Especially the AIMS capsule. So in like 2 or 3 hours, they would cover all the important topics which have been asked in the last 1-2 years of AIMS, and they would cover them in detail. So slightly more detail than the previous year, review those videos, and they were really good. Also DVT, in those DVT videos of 5-10 minutes. In those 5-10 minutes, all the videos, all the photos you need to know, they're all covered like chak chak chak, and it's like a really rapid revision for you. So like 1 or 2 days before the exam, it's really really helpful.
Were you happy with the way we presented DVT in those small video clips where teacher is telling you about the image, and so that it is just like a teacher revising with you in the end?
Yes, sir. It's really helpful. And one more thing is, when the teacher points out, like what is important in this topic or in this image, what to look for and what to ignore. So I really like that. Especially there's one video by Ranjit sir. It's on the patterns of pathology. So he just shows, so if picture looks like this, these are the differential diagnosis, and based on that you mark the answer. So that makes the image-based questions really very easy and approachable.
And this time you had image-based questions not only in AIMS, you had in PGI also.
PGI also, yes, sir. That was a really big surprise, and thankfully I was well prepared to deal with them.
And you joined us later on for the AIMS TND also, fast track AIMS TND. How were you happy with the quality of questions that were given to you in the fast track TND and the discussions?
Yes, sir. They were really very good. They were a good mixture of the previous year topics, previous year questions, plus the new updates which could have been asked. And and especially I liked. So there was one discussion in PSM by Siddharth sir, and there he has mentioned that this question has been asked in a new SR exam or a new MDS exam, and this can be asked in the PG entrance exam also. So that way it was really nice and really opened my eyes to the things which are which you need to know.
Were you happy with the strike rate, the entire DAMS resources to manage in all the exams that you're given?
Yes, sir. The strike rate is very good. Like after solving a few question banks, a few grant tests, and giving all these tests, you can kind of predict like these are the things the examiner likes asking. It will be asked, and when the question comes, you're so happy, and अच्छा ये answer है, चलो mark कर दो.
And what role do you think grant tests play in your final revision?
Sir, grant tests play a very important role, because after, let's say, someone prepares for 6 months or 1 year, in the last 1 or 2 months, it's highly possible that the person may go haywire or may feel lost or may feel मुझे कुछ नहीं आता. At that point of time, the grant test they tell you what to focus on. Like I remember the last mock test, AIMS mock test I gave, my rank was 97. So after that, I knew that these are my weak points. These are my subjects I need to study well, and then I can fill in those blanks. And things which I know reasonably well, I can kind of ignore them for some time.
And were you happy with the way we have video solutions to all the grant tests and SWTs? If just in case you have a doubt, you can just get into the
Yes,
video.
sir. The video solutions are really helpful, because the text, it contains all the information, but it does not know what needs to be understood, what needs to be remembered, especially in, let's say, in a subject like a PSM. So you need to know certain targets. So the numbers are important. Like इसमें 2% reduction है, इसमें 3% है. So for things like that, especially the video solutions are really helpful.
So I think you have utilized almost everything that we have given you on the app and in the classrooms, and I'm so happy that you days to create active recall cards, and you did the hard work of even typing the notes just because your handwriting is not good and you knew you had to revise it later on.
Yes,
I
sir.
think you've always worked on the your weaknesses, and you've kind of improved. Do you think that anybody who is giving the exam in future should anything that you want him to learn from you and improve?
Sir, one very important thing I would like to suggest is it's important to use active recall. Like many times, other people, like let's say we get a bad rank in a grant test or bad percentage while we solve a module, question bank module. At that time, we feel sad. We feel हमें ये नहीं आता, and many times we may go into this cycle of just reading while we may not remember it. So it's important to face our weaknesses, face those challenges, and try to fill them. We should not be scared of them or try to run away from them. That's really important.
And learn from mistakes is the big word today, that you should not be scared of mistakes will happen, but we have to learn from them, improve, and especially work on the questions that you're doing wrong in a test, work on a question
Yes,
that you're
sir.
doing wrong in PhD. Arnav, can you also compare the AIMS and the PGI exam and your strategy in them? Like, I want to know how many questions did you attempt in the AIMS exam?
Sir, in the AIMS exam, I marked approximately 190 questions out of 200. This time,
And
the AIMS exam
how many
was.
how many did you get correct? May I ask if you can
I don't
recall?
know, sir. Like after giving the exam, when you look at the solutions and people are discussing, you feel सारे क्वेश्चन ही गलत हुए हैं. मतलब ऐसा लगता है even the easiest possible question which you would have done hundreds of times since first year, those also you gotten wrong. And thankfully the ranks and the results come as a surprise. But it is I cannot say how many I got right and how many I got
एक बार तो ऐसा लगता है एग्जाम के बाद सारे विकेट गिर रहे हैं.
हाँ.
But a good thing is that everybody does mistakes, so that is where it is important to be aggressive in the exams like games. I have seen that this time also, and I have seen multiple times that all the people who get into top 50 in a single best response type of paper, they attempt 190 plus approximately. Like we have talked to other toppers also in this exam. So I think that is the key. But PGI is a different exam. How was your PGI exam, and what did you do in the exam? Tell us.
Sir, I felt that PGI was a better exam. I attempted it better than the AIMS exam. But unless the results come, I cannot be sure.
And the PGI people were surprised by including visuals in this year's paper.
Yes, they did, and it was a very big surprise. Thankfully, they were many of them are clinical based. They were relatively solvable, so it was not that much of a problem.
And now tell us, like, what role does sitting in a classroom play in building up your morale while you're preparing, especially when you're in a third year? Like when you're sitting in a classroom with other people around, does that help you to stay motivated that ye bhi padh rahe hain, and then they're answering, I'm answering, all those things, and group study, all that, does that help?
Yes, sir, it definitely helps. So the people with whom I attended the classroom back in third year, many of them, they have gotten very good ranks in AIMS this time. My classmates have gotten rank 19, rank 22, rank 24. I studied with all of them. So that's, I guess, really important. Also, one good feature of a classroom experience is it keeps you motivated. So let's say you plan to finish a subject in 1 week. If there is 1 week, like you won't get a chance to study it again, you will finish it in that 1 week. Otherwise, it's possible you may pause the video and just go to sleep or do something else. So that is that is definitely a pro of classroom experience, which on-demand learning cannot face.
And second thing which I feel is that classroom adds the element of discipline. What happens
Yes,
is
sir.
that on-demand is a very tricky word when you are preparing for competition. Like competition is requiring some grilling hard work. But what happens is when you become very comfortable with it, you tend to procrastinate. So I think
Definitely, sir.
classroom helps you to sit for longer times, concentrate, and all those things are important. And in future, when the next will come, it will be a long duration 3-day exam, and I think we will have to build up the concentration abilities for the.
Definitely, sir. Sitting for 3 hours, 8 hours, it's very difficult. And if your hips give away, then your brain cannot do anything. So it's important to develop that skill.
So, Arnav, also I want you to now tell us more about the person that you are. Like, what is the mindset that makes you the high achiever that you are today? tell us more about that. Suppose you do a test wrong or your rank does not come good. What do you tell yourself and how do you make a comeback?
So one important thing to keep in mind is that the PG entrance, it's a marathon. Multiple exams will be conducted, they will take place, and you'll always have another chance. It's important to keep the tempo going for the 6 months or 1 year you are preparing. It should not be that one day you are so excited you study for 18 hours, the next day you just sleep the whole day. So yes, so in the planning, the way you study, it's really important to have a baseline that even on the days when I don't want to study, when I really feel bad, even on those days I'm doing something which helps me revise or which helps me do something. Maybe you are solving a question bank module, like in the image based those tests. So they are like 50-60 questions and you can just solve them in half an hour, 1 hour, and they cover most of the important topics. So those things can be done. So yes, you should plan for the good days and you should also plan for the bad days, because they will happen. So that is one thing one should keep in mind. Second thing is you should take care of your physical and mental health. Otherwise, falling sick or maybe all of those things, they can definitely affect your productivity. So those things have to be taken care of.
I think you've brought up a very important point, which I feel is today, it may sound small, but it is a big thing that he has said. It's a marathon that you have to fight. It is no point in burning out. You have to have some physical activity in a day. You have to have, some breaks in between to keep your mental health, going alive. And you have to have a support system at home. And I'm sure, parents and family, everybody must be
Yes, sir,
contributing
definitely.
to your success in a big way. And
My family and my friends, everyone, like they've been really, really helpful and really helped me through this journey. My mom, my dad.
can
So
we can we have them? Can we have them on the frame right now? Can we meet your parents right now? Are they
sir,
around?
they are not here at home at the moment, so that's not possible.
Okay, maybe in the next interview we will definitely catch up with
Sure,
them as
sir.
well. Because, I feel that whatever a child becomes, there is a role of parents and children and teachers, everybody put together. So I have a surprise, interviewer to ask your next question. So I'll invite Deepthi to be in the frame and ask a question to Dr. Arnav, and let's see. So.
Hi, Dr.
Hi,
Arnav.
ma'am.
So it's a pleasure to have you here, and happiest congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
And I can see that you are happy, and may God give you many more reasons to smile in the near future. And when I say that, I mean JIPMER and PGI. So let's
Thank you,
keep
ma'am.
fingers crossed. So I would really, since I'm just coming in between the interview, I would just want to say that we there is a certain way we go about in the classes where we try and highlight how a particular thing is going to be asked in the exam, because content doesn't change, right? It is there in the
Yes,
books,
ma'am.
it is everywhere. So what difference does it make when a teacher during the class frames questions for you, or how things can be asked in clinical formats or applied formats in the exam? What kind of a difference does that make when you read the same things again by yourself?
Ma'am, it makes a really big difference, because the memory we make, it's context dependent, and we want that in the exam it should come into our mind as fast as possible. So
Right.
the questions which we know, which are easy, they should be answered in like 5-10 seconds max, so that we can have time for the questions which require thinking, which require solving or something like that. And I really like it that the notes, they cover the previous year questions. It is mentioned that this question was asked recently, so then and especially the exams, many times they have tricky questions which can be answered by ruling out options, but answering them directly is more difficult. So when the notes have those tricky options, they tell you the different scenarios. And when, let's say, you have to select the investigation of choice or drug of choice, there many times the actual drug of choice investigation choice is not there, and so you have to know what is the contraindication of this. Ye nahi ho sakta, ye nahi ho sakta, and then so this is the answer. So
you
for
have
that,
to pick up those keywords and sort of put them
yes, ma'am,
together.
definitely.
And also, I would really want to ask one more question, and then I would call Dr. Sumit back to continue the session with you. I would really want to ask, what one thing would you say makes a difference during those 3 hours when you're appearing for the paper? Is it, number one, with the speed that you go? Is it, and are you the kind of person who changes your answers frequently? For example, you've marked something, but you would go back and review a lot of things. Is it that you read options first and then go to the question? So if I really asked 3 hours that you think does make a difference, what would that be?
The first and the most important thing is to give the same amount of concentration during the entire 3 hours. If someone, let's say,
Very
is
well said. Very well said.
really focused for the first 1 hour and then, feels sleepy for the next 2 hours, they are mostly out of the game. That's the first
Yes,
and
not
most
only
important.
that, sometimes you get one difficult question and it bogs you down and you lose track of the next 10 questions. So
Yes, ma'am.
it is very important that you learn that it is okay. In between, you will get some questions which will be bouncers. There will be some which are going to be super easy. There are going to be some which need a little application. So you approach every new question with the fresh mind.
Yes, ma'am. Even if 150 questions after 200 are tough, still the rest 50 you have to do with the right clean mind. Otherwise, even the really simple questions people get wrong. So I have also gotten them wrong. That's like normal thing, but you have to reduce those errors as much as possible. That's important.
True.
And regarding reading options and reading questions, so that's a strategy a person makes by giving more tests and solving more questions. Certain questions require strategy of reading options first. Others require you have to read the question, and in some, like, you have to read all the options carefully. So for that, practice is important.
So do you think giving grant tests routinely does make a difference in your performance because it will have a jumbled up all forms of MCQs together?
Definitely, ma'am. It's one of the most important things a person can do. However, it's not just giving the rank test. After that, you have to spend time analyzing it and taking care of all the deficiencies.
Absolutely. I think he said some wonderful things, and it shows how much dedication you've put because you have a good insight on what you need to do. It's not always about what everybody is doing. It's always about what I need to do to get a rank, and that's going to be different for different people. And I think you've given some wonderful answers. If I just repeat his key things, he said you need to have the same kind of concentration for those 3 hours, which is absolutely essential. Right, giving grant test and identifying how to be aggressive or how to approach different questions. He says learning by doing tests is what he got to know how to do that. So I think those are very important, vital pieces of information coming from a topper. I would call back Dr. Sumer, and I wish to see that smile on your face always. May you do really, really well in life. As a doctor, as a physician, as a specialist, and may you make a lot of difference in other people's life. God bless you and lots of good wishes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. And I think with this note, Arnav, let me, kind of summarize what we've learned from you. What I feel after talking to Arnav is that why he is the high achiever that he is. He knows what he wants in life. He starts early. He kind of works on his weaknesses all the time. Like he typed his notes and he traveled 30, 40 kilometers. He is always working on the weakness. He is determined. I think that is what we understand. And he works on active recall. And a lot of things he has said are all based on principles of active recall. And I am so glad that a student is bringing it up, that, because we at DAMS sincerely believe in it. And, we've worked for 7-8 months to create DAMS decks. And I'm so happy that you brought up that concept of flashcards and spaced repetition. I think it's very, very important, especially for things like IPCs and drug of choice, those things. So I'm so happy that you brought it up. And plus, what I like about him is his positivity about future, and he's always had that optimism, a force of optimism to go. So with that note, I will now ask Arnav to give a final message to the future aspirants, pep them up, motivate them, and make sure that they do well in future.
Okay, so the most important thing is to stay positive and to keep working. You should never lose hope and you should never stop working. There should not be days when you don't feel like working. Like on those days also push yourself and do something. All those something, little studies, everything counts. Especially those students who are in MBBS. Like during the exam, you will feel there'll be many things you would have learned in first semester, second semester, and they will come back into your mind and they will help you answer the questions. So you should not feel ki abhi I'm in third year, I'll chill and then I'll only study in the internship wala year. So keep positive, stay focused on your goals, and just keep working towards it.
Stay focused on your. Be mindful everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're first year, third year, you're in dissection hall, you're in the ward. Be mindful. There are things to be learned everywhere as a doctor. I think entire college, entire hospital is a education place where even a nursing person can actually teach you something very important. So be mindful of what you're learning. And with this, I would like to once again congratulate you on this awesome performance. Any thoughts on what branch are you going to take?
Sir, I'm interested in doing medicine.
Let's hope for the best that you get the branch of your choice in the place of your choice. Fingers crossed
Yes,
for
sir.
the future results. God bless you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.